What's up, guys? It's your host, Spartanic Arts DxD, back with another high school DxD related video. And today we have What If Issei Uncovered the Truth, Part 4. If at all possible, let's try to hit 100 to 200 likes. And if you guys want to know exactly when I upload / my upload schedule, click the little blue button right next to the subscribe button, or the first link in the description, the first link in the premiere, or the first link in the comment section, and be a homie. Okay? Now, without further intrusion, let's go and thank my balance breakers and my Juggernaut Drive members, which are Lachlan Yates, Ant Lewis, Anthony Lewis, Zapper363, and Night Ammo. Thank you so much for becoming a balance breaker / Juggernaut Drive member. It really does help out. I cannot explain to you guys enough. Thank you so much. Now, obviously, the next thing I'm going to be shouting out is my Patreon members is Smell Noise, Lachlan Yates, Godkiller, Mark Bacon, Lord Fluff, Zero Fusion, 04863. Sorry. Thank you so much for becoming a Patreon member. I really do appreciate it. Seriously, I can't thank you guys enough. This part is pretty entertaining. I will not lie. I really enjoyed it myself, but I'm not going to waste your time any further, and let's go ahead and get into Part 4. Chapter 4, Training. So I'm afraid we're requesting to be postponed. Is that so? What nonsense. Something of that matter does not concern us. You may be the Mao, Sir Zack-sama, but request such a thing of the House of BL is nothing but insulting. Sire Org, we are denying this request. Very well, Sir Zack-sama. I accept, Sire Org says. Sire Org, do you need to heed my words? Indeed I do not, Father. This is request from the Mao. To deny it because of some worthless pride is more than insulting to him, as it is to us. Moreover, I refuse to participate in the raiding game without the Red Dragon Emperor in attendance. I have already promised him a battle, Sire Org. You are nothing more than a foolishly boy walking in the shoes of a hare. You don't have the right to make such a choice. The final decision does not land upon you. You are right, Father. However, that still does not mean that I will participate. Sire Org, do not act so foolish, merely for the sake of the shameful reincarnated creation. Do you believe that those actions cannot be punished? Lord BL, Sire Org has already made his decision. I hoped that you would respect that. If not, then I must warn you. Do not forget that I am the Mao. Practically any decision I make is final. I have already spoken with Zircom. He has no qualms with my suggestion and will respect whatever opinion Sire Org may have. I respect his decision and as well. Therefore, I shall perceive it as final. Thank you for your time. So you would prefer to suggest your authority and overrule me simply because it involves your prodigy of a sibling? So your bias in what commands you? How low you've fallen, Sir Zex. You are free to think that way of me, Lord BL. But that pride of yours is a dangerous thing. The situation has befallen the Gremory is more drastic than your feeble mind can believe, and there is an effect that even reaches us as Mao, if not professionally, then personally. I will not remind you again that I am still the Mao. My last advice to you will be to watch your tongue. Good day to you both. Now, Part 1. It's been a full week since I left home for the Gagar. I haven't had much interaction with a lot of people in my stay here. The only person I really like to spend time with is Ravel. She comes to see me whenever she can, which is pretty often. It's so often that I'm starting to think that people think she most definitely skips clubs just to see me. Just because I'm in the underworld doesn't mean I don't know what time it is in the human world. I can calculate it well enough. But even if I couldn't, I'm pretty sure there are devices here that can do it for me. So I can tell when she shows up, and that's usually time for the club. I wonder what everyone else thinks. I paused from writing the list. I was planning to hand it to Sensei and took out my phone that I brought with me. Matsuda and Momohanzi, Sanji, Mom. That's it, huh? Looks like these guys were curious about where I went. I wonder if someone will tell Sanji. But that's, I guess I'm not surprised. Missed calls, 27. Irina, 12. Zenobia, 5. Mom, 3. Kiba, 1. Sanji, 2. Motohama, 1. Matsuda, 2. Rasvaisa, 3. Abibe 1 and Unknown 1. Oh, I haven't checked my unread or missed notifications in a few days. I've only been using my phone to call Ravel every once in a while. There are many times when she will call me at night and say goodnight. She is really interacting with me whenever she gets a chance. It makes me happy that I have somebody like that. Sometimes, when she calls me to talk a little bit, it's too much. As Issei thought to himself. But anyway, some of the calls were from the people I expected. M are the usual suspects, probably asking where I went, why everyone is acting differently, where's the... Oh, I borrowed. Sanji probably also has similar concepts. I don't know if anyone told him about what happened yet, but I imagine he found out through Sensei. Sensei still had hard to explain to Sona Kyocho why I was absent after all, so maybe he knows a bit about it. And he's trying to check up on me, I guess. Mom is obviously just checking up on me. I'm not sure what Sensei told her as an excuse, but I imagine it's something to do with traveling abroad or something. Maybe Mom and Dad want to ask me about some souvenirs, or knowing Sensei, they probably think I'm on some educational escapade. Well, I suppose this isn't too far from the truth. There's a lot of things I plan to learn. I want to become mature. I feel like I've lost much of my dignity now all of that has happened. I don't have the support I used to. I don't feel the confidence in myself the same way I did before. Every time I think about that crazy perverted stuff I've done, I feel ashamed. Like if I was being laughed at by everyone this entire time. And I wasn't in on the joke. More than that, every time I think about all the stuff that I've done and how hard I've tried to help everybody, I feel so stupid. Was everyone secretly snickering behind my back when I made a foolish announcements like I won't lose or Opie? I don't have an answer to that, but I know Ravel wasn't. I know I can trust Ravel. She's always referred to me as Issei-sama, almost like she's always been looking up to me. Same with all those children fans of mine. I'm not someone to look up to, though. I'm just a joke. But I don't want to be a joke anymore. I want to be looked up to. I want to be more than just a children's icon. I've been constantly hurting Drake and our reputation as the Red Dragon Emperor just because I can't mature. And now I've gone through this. Drake still helps me without hesitation, even though I don't deserve it. What kind of partner am I? I owe him. But he isn't the only one I owe. What about Sensei? When I was feeling terrible, he showed up and came to my aid without a second thought. He's the only reason I even have a chance to recover in the first place. What about Ravel? She's been visiting me almost every day, talking to me, calling me, making me lunch, spending time with me. It even feels like I'm starting to get over my fear little by little with her. I feel like I can really get comfortable with her. I can even talk to her a lot about it. Actually, now that I think about it, I talk to her about all the things I think about and feel. All because whenever I admit something about myself, she usually admits something to me too. I hardly noticed until now, but every time in the club knew a lot about me because I would always be open about who I was. But there's a lot about everybody else that I don't know. They know more about me than I know more about them. I know their birthdays, likes and dislikes, and all other basic stuff, along with some other previous lives. But aside from that, I'm clueless. I've told everybody my own secrets, but how much have they confided in me? Nowhere near as much. But Ravel is different. She tells me a lot about herself. In fact, she tells me more about herself than I do myself. And in response, I tell her more about myself to reciprocate. Before I know, we've cycled around secret stories to each other that we're calling almost 3 hours long. So I've become really comfortable around her. I don't think there's anyone else that I'm comfortable talking with that besides maybe Sensei. I owe her so much, Issei thought to himself. And that's not it. There are people I still owe, like Old Man Tani. He helped me train and reach Balance Breaker. In the end, I was able to receive it with him, but instead, I got through the power of Opie. What sort of development could be considered more shameful than that, especially to him, who accepted the proposal to train me anyway? I even know Mom and Dad. They've been dealing with my antics for so long that they didn't have to. Because of all my perverted tendencies, we've essentially been shunned by our own family. I don't remember when the last time we visited relative or vice versa, all because I couldn't act normal and had to be an embarrassment. I hope that in my time here, I can become the person they are proud to have as a son. And most of all, I hope I can become the real Red Dragon Emperor that the world is proud to accept. Well, going back to the call log, I still have some unexpected calls. You're gonna call me the most? Why? Was there something she wanted to say? She was one of the people who left school the next morning, right? Was she planning on saying something before I left? Should I call back? No. Sensei told me not to contact them for now. I should leave it be. Zenobia? What is it she wanted to say? She doesn't know much because she is a meathead. Maybe that was a bit harsh, but it's true that she isn't the biggest critical thinker. I don't possibly know what she could say. Kiba? He called once. Maybe he was seeing if I would answer. Well, he did get his answer. Rise Vice's-son? She called me too, 3 times. How come? She wasn't really there when all that stuff happened, so I never know her opinion on everything. I'm sure Sensei explained it to her, so I assume she knows, especially considering the atmosphere of the club. Could it be that she was checking in on me? Maybe I'll call her back later time. Kiyomi a BB-san? Oh yeah, didn't I give her my contact info a month or so back? I forgot about that. We don't see each other too often in school since we don't have classes together, but she is in the tennis club and a beast tamer. She doesn't know, right? Wonder why she called. What the unknown caller? Who could this be? Should I call them back? It could be something important. But who could be trying to call me that I don't know already? Dialing. Really? Who could this be? Ah, they answered. Huh? Issei-kun? Call ended. Ring, ring, tap. Issei-kun, that's terrible. Hanging up on the magical girl like that. Leviathan-sama? Yes, it's Leviathan does so. I could never imagine her doing a peace. I could imagine her doing a peace sign pose. Seraphal Leviathan-sama? Why is she calling me? Leviathan-sama, why are you the one calling me? How did you even get my number? I got it from Sonaton. Kocho has my number too. Sonaton has all of your numbers. Well, she is the student council president. It makes sense to have a contact with all the supernatural students who are allies, but that's not the problem here. But why are you calling me, Leviathan-sama? You make it sound like a bad thing, Issei-kun. I could literally hear her pouting. No, that's not what I meant. Why would a Mao like you want to call me? Mao? Not Mao? Magical girl. This isn't a business call, it's a personal one. Huh? A personal call? Why? Are you alright, Issei-kun? Huh? Her attitude changed to a serious tone. She sounds like a proper adult. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. I heard everything from Azazel so you don't have to explain it. I just wanted to see if you were alright. I see. I'm okay, I think. Would you like to talk in person? No. I mean, thank you. You don't have to go that far. I'm okay. I have lots of talks with Ravel. I don't have too much on my chest right now. Ravel Phoenix, huh? Yeah. Okay, I see. So you're doing all right then, eating and sleeping well? Yes, I am. She sounds more like a mom than a Mao. What about your exercise? My training? Yeah, I'm still kind of training. I can't rely on my usual training regimen since I'm alone now, but I'm currently writing up one for Sensei to set up for me. Hopefully it'll work. Is that so? So you're doing okay then? Yeah, I think I'm alright. I'm a bit lonely sometimes, but thanks to Ravel, I don't feel completely alone. I see. She's a good girl. Yeah, she is. Still having Leviathan call me to just check up on me. I don't know how to feel about that. Leviathan-sama? Seraphal is okay. I'm not referring to you as your Mao, so you don't have to address me as such. But that is, I don't think I would have the right to refer to Leviathan-sama in such a familiar way. Since I'm Japanese, I've always thought of referring to these types of people with familiarity would be rude. Even though they would say it's okay, but I think more critically about it. Wouldn't it be a bit more disrespectful to Leviathan-sama if I wasn't as willing to put in courage in saying her name as she put it in effort to check up on me personally? Then Seraphal-sama. Hi, she answers playfully. I was tricked. Maybe the last was a bad idea. So if someone like you is calling me, I guess that mean I'm important somehow? She didn't answer. Leviathan-sama? Oh, sorry. I'm just hearing you ask me that. I don't like hearing you ask me something so sad. It hurts a bit. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. It's not your fault for thinking something like that, but even still, it makes me sad to hear us ask such a question. I would be the one apologizing. That's the type of feeling it makes me feel. You don't want me to say sorry. No, don't. Please, Issei-kun. Okay, but I feel bad for making you feel like that, especially for someone like me. I know you do, Issei. That's what makes you so sweet. But things like, especially for someone like me, I don't want to hear that. I will answer your earlier question. You are very important, Issei-kun, but I'm not saying this because you're an asset to the devils or an ally to the three powers. You're important to many people, Issei. You have changed and saved lives of many people. You have done great things, and I'm sure many things would not be the same without you, and there are many people you have touched that couldn't imagine a life without you, even if it may not seem like it sometimes. Really? Of course. Even I think it would be terrible if you were not around, Issei-kun. Without you, maybe Sonaton may not be here today after what happened with Kokaville. If that happened, well, I wouldn't be here either. And their three great power alliance, or maybe just in general, wouldn't exist. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I don't think I really did that much, Issei said. Issei always does more than he knows, Seraphal says. Is that so? Thank you, Seraphal-sama. Anytime, Issei-kun. Hearing such words from a Mao like Seraphal-sama, I'm extremely grateful. It makes me unbelievably happy. I almost want to cry. Somehow I feel a bit relieved hearing that. I guess I kinda... never mind. Thank you. So are you feeling a little better than before? Yes. Thank you very much, Seraphal-sama. No problem, Issei-kun. You're free to contact me if you ever want to talk again. Well, that's too much of an honor for me. Nonsense, Issei. You're my friend. He can talk to me anytime he wants, even if I'm in a meeting. Actually, please call me when I'm in the meetings. They're very boring, and I would much rather talk to Issei while pretending something is important. Ha! That's wrong, Seraphal-sama, but I'm honored that you would call me a friend, even if I don't deserve it. What did I say about saying such things like that, Issei-kun? You need to have more respect for yourself. You have a lot of love too, you know. I mean, I guess. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, you say, I will be going now because I'm very busy, but if you want to talk to somebody, let me know, okay? Even if it's in any inconvenient time. Okay, Seraph-sama, good. Sorry I couldn't visit personally. Let's hang out sometime. I know. Remember when we filmed the movie The Magical Girl Leviathan versus the Legendary Dragon Emperor? Maybe we should do that again, or maybe a crossover episode for our shows. I will talk to Grapia-sama. She is your curtain manager, right? I'll see what we can do. Until then, bye-bye, Issei. Bye-bye. Yes, bye-bye. Call ended. Well, that was quite the exchange, but I'm glad it happened. Maybe I should call Ross-Vice-san back then. Dialing. Hello? Yeah, hello, Ross-Vice-san. Issei, is that you? You called back. I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to call back at all. Yeah, it's alright, I get it. I didn't call anybody else back, so yeah, I see. Well, thank you for calling me, I suppose. Yeah, so how's everything? Well, you know, everything's alright, I suppose. Is that so? Well, how is everyone? They are alright. Really? Yeah, well, not so much. Is that so? Yes, they're not as talkative, not very responsive. There is not very light or happiness in the room, nor in this house. Issei-kun? Yeah, I'm here, so how is it, huh? Yes. How are things for you? Me? I'm alright, I guess. I've been training myself, but Rabble visits me really often. I guess you know that. Rabble-chan? Yes. I'm afraid we all know that very well. Or you don't mean no. Azazel Sensei has already warned them about doing something like that to her. Everything is fine. Oh, I see. Good. But I guess that means everyone's not doing so well then. Unfortunately not, but I believe they can recover with time. Yeah, I hope so. So what are you up to? And me? Well, I'm just grading some assignments. I see. So you're still working hard as a teacher, huh? As I thought, Rasvice-san must be a good sensei. Yes, thank you. Yeah, no problem. So then, when do you believe you'll return? You say, I'm not sure. I think the game is going to end up being postponed, so maybe not until then. I see. Yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. Well, I'll quit with the interruption and let you get back to grading, I suppose. Wait, what is it? Do call back, just so that I can let everyone know that you're doing alright. Rabble-chan doesn't get talked to by everyone else very often. I see. Alright. Alright, one last thing, Issei. What's that? You don't hate them. Do you not hate them? No. Oh, I see. Good then. I'll talk to you later, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, goodbye. And the call ended. So that's how it is, huh? I don't know if I can say I'm surprised. Oddly enough, it almost feels like knowing that things like that over there. It makes me feel satisfied. I'm such a scumbag. Last on the list. Hinomi Abi-senpai. Why would she call me? Why? We haven't really talked outside since the incident with her dad. The second time I stopped an arranged marriage, except this time was the dad, it was a lot more, eccentric? Well, he was a funny fellow to think about, but after we talked about it, she asked for my contact info. I'm not sure why, but maybe it has something to do with me helping her out for her arranged marriage. At first, I didn't understand why she acted so oddly around me, but if I really think about it, without an ignorant attitude, I mean, it could be... I guess I'll call her. Dialing. Hello? A baby senpai? Chick-kun! I heard you crashing sounds in the background. I could have sworn I also heard some girls calling out her name. It's club time now, isn't it? It sounds like she was trying to talk from the phone. I'm okay. Raka, take over for me. Abiya senpai? Yes, I'm here, Hyodo-kun. Yeah, I'm here. Hyodo-kun, is that you? What's going on? Why would you be calling me? Me? That was my question. Why'd you call me? Me? Well, I just noticed you haven't been to school lately, that's all. Huh? Well, we don't have any classes together. You just haven't been around. I haven't seen you at all. When I usually see you around every once in a while, that's all. Oh, so you really noticed me that much, huh? What? No, you were infamous, so it's obvious you were not around, not to mention that everyone in your club has been acting differently. Yeah, actually, I guess you're right. Of course, obviously. So then, what's going on? Oh, I suppose she wouldn't know. There's not really anybody who would tell her, right? Well, it's hard to explain, but the basic gist of it is I had a bit of a fight with everyone, I guess. A fight? What? What happened? Well, it's a bit of a personal problem, but most of the club members and I are really getting along. Something happened, so I decided to take a little time away from home. I'm in the Fallen Angels Gregor Institute in the underworld right now, so I'll be staying here for around 2 months probably. 2 months? That means you'll miss the festival. No, don't worry. I'll come back for that. After that, I'll come back down and continue my training. Is that so? I see. So why has everyone in your club been acting this way? But if you had a conquer with all of them, do you plan to return for the festival? I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to help out with my club stuff, but I do want to at least attend. Ravel wants me to go anyway. Ravelchens, you speak with her. Yeah, she's one of my only members I talk to right now. Maybe with Frostweiss-san, I guess. I see. Well, I'm surprised that you called me back. I never expected you to respond. I never expected you to call. Yeah, definitely. I see why. Well, anyway, I'm in the Gregor right now, so I'll be training until I return for the festival. Yeah, I'll check up whenever the club's going on. If you have something, if not, I'll just look for myself, I guess so, if that's all right. Yes, of course. Then I'll see you there. Yeah, you said that already. Okay, I'll see you there then. Is Kyomuso talking to a guy? What? No, that's not it. I've got Hyoto-kun. Hyoto? No, you heard that wrong. It's my cousin. The call ended. Well, that was also quite the exchange. I guess that clears up everyone I'm gonna call. I'll call our message mom later. Maybe Sanji too. Not about the other two goats. It'd be funny to leave them in the dark. Payback for all the bad rumors they spread about me. I wonder if any more rumors will start because of this. Knock, knock. Someone knocked on my door. Yeah? The door opened. Ah, it's Sensei. Just the person I wanted to see. Yo, Issei, I'm back for a bit. Did you get things you needed sorted? Yeah, it's finished. Here. I handed him the paper I previously writing on. Oh. He took a pen out of his suit and began crossing out some things. As I thought, there was some stuff on there that was impossible to get, huh? I noticed that he didn't cross out the one thing at the very bottom, so he can actually get that, even though it's kind of against the rules to do so. I suppose he has his ways, huh? After he was done crossing out a few things, he put the pen back in his pocket and reads the list. Ooh, quite ambitious, I see. All right. I like your enthusiasm. I suppose we'll get a small build-up to the more audacious request. He began to walk out of that. Give me a couple hours. He shut the door. Huh? Wait, we're starting now? Like right now? Well, I didn't expect to start today. I don't think I'm ready. I wasn't prepared to get into it. Give me time to prepare my heart. Speaking of which, what did you even cross out? At least let me check my own list. I spent around an hour in my room alone. I got really antsy and decided to train in the meantime. It was only some light training with some meditation, since I'm kind of afraid of burning myself out before whatever Sensei has got me up for. So as of right now, I'm just meditating in the center of the field like usual. Every once in a while, the club rooms comes into my sight. Everyone's doing their usual stuff, eating, playing, chatting, bantering, but I open my eyes and it's so alone. That's why I don't open my eyes. I don't want to be alone. Ah, the person I long for the most. Issei, but her face is covered in muddy haze as she realized the distorted voice that sent chills down my spine, like a bad dream. I feel like I can't look away. I feel so panicked, alone, despite this I am surrounded by a dark space with laughing faces floating above me. Why me? It's not fair. Why don't any of you help me? Am I supposed to deal with this all alone? Do you not notice? Is that why you don't turn to face me? It's not fair. I thought I helped you. I thought I did all that I could for you. Did I fail you? Or have you failed me? Issei-sama. Huh? Right, I heard a familiar voice. My eyes open. What happened? Partner. Huh? Drake, what happened? Were you calling for me? Yes, but you did not respond. For whatever reason, I cannot reach you at all. Is that so? Yes. Well, looks like I'm starting to lose my mind. You are all right, partner. You will be all right. Yeah, Issei-sama. Yeah, I will. Issei, I've got it. Someone called out to me. Ah, it's Sensei. He's back already. It's been like 2.5 hours. Oh, no. What's with the mischievous smile? Got what, Sensei? One of the things on your list, of course. I've already got some of the people waiting, so let's get you over there. Wait, what? Come on, come on. Sensei spawns a magic circle and pulls me by my collar to bring me in. No, wait, you didn't even tell me what you picked. Don't worry about that. You'll see for yourself. What did you cross off the list? Only the stuff that would definitely kill you. What about the stuff that comes close? Of course not. Shin. Part 2. Toon! The sound of thunder roared between the sky, following a bright flash of lightning. Port side, toon! The sky was momentarily thunderclapped again. The harsh sounds of pouring rain and crashing waves, men shouting orders to each other while pulling on the ropes. In other words, a large wooden ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Boom! Overhead! Nothing yet. Many of the sailors in the large ship were shouting at each other while attempting to keep from capsizing any way they could. We're caught in a huge storm. In case you're confused, let me explain. After Sensei kidnapped me, he teleported me some dock I didn't recognize. He talked to some sailor and left me on board the old ship with a bunch of men I didn't recognize who spoke Greek for some reason. Apparently made our way off the dock at a European country and straight into the Atlantic Ocean. The sailors gave me a coat and we quickly set off, but these men aren't even wearing coats themselves. They're just wearing old garbs, like if they were sailors from the old Greek and Roman empires. When I asked why they were dressed like that, they said it was the greatest way to honor tradition while completing a task. What tradition? What task? Wasn't this supposed to be about me? How come I'm the only one who's in the dark? Heed, I see it. The sailor who over the announced something. See what? What are you seeing? The captain called from above the deck. Everyone, get inside, hurry. He's yelling to all the crew to get inside the ship below deck. What's going on? Good luck to you, Red Dragon Emperor, my boy. May Zeus shine his favor upon you. What? Shine it? How? The sky is literally nothing but dark brownish mash of clouds, while the sea is dark green body of water. There's no light to shine. Vroom! Suddenly the ship I stood on was being tossed by rocking waves. Now it seemed like it was being vibrated, as if something was emerging from the depths below. Oi, don't leave me alone here, Captain. Partner, calm yourself. You cannot win if you do not confront every opponent with determination to win. You asked me to assist you, so I will fix that bad habit of yours. But what the hell are we even confronting? It does not matter. Steel your nerves. Even if faced with an enemy far above your strength, you mustn't hesitate. Think clearly and rationally about how you can win, not about how little of a chance you have of winning. That's literally insane. You are the Red Dragon Emperor. Madness is in your blood. I'm not really liking that new inspirational drag. It's coming. Just as Drake said that, something began beneath the waves, creating small mounds of water that began to rise. Something emerging was from the water. Three things. Boom! Just as thunder clapped, the sky was lit. Three large masses emerged from the water. Water fell and splashed on the ship. The three large masses, two masses, were exactly the same side. Exactly having the heads were a few meters tall with long bodies extending into the sea. Meanwhile, the mass in between both of them was much larger than them and had more than 10 meters tall. Green, scale, sharp teeth, yellow glowing eyes. Drake, what is that? That is a subspecies of the legendary beast slain by the original Hercules of the second of his 12 labors, the only known offspring of the dragon serpent monster, Alarian Hydra. The heads of the three sea serpents finally became visible after letting out a water drop of their scales, only kept constantly wet from the rain. Lightning struck the sky again. The menacing forms looked down upon me, released conjure roar, which blew up the winds that almost sent me back. Roar! Partner, we cannot fight in here. Use your armor to fight it off the ship. You've got to be kidding me. Welch Dragon, Balance Breaker! I donned my armor and I took the dark skies above the monster. Its vision followed me and screeched once again. Ah! Drake, what do I do? Calm yourself, partner. We must think about what we know. What? I don't know anything about this thing. What did you spend your time researching that library for? You mean you said that you found the name of the beast without researching its abilities? I didn't research this one. The Hydra. I wanted to face the ones on the land are much smaller with a lot of heads. Like, we saw the ones in the sports vessel between the three powers. I didn't think that Sensei would put me up against something even worse. No wonder he was snickering. I don't know anything about this one. Calm down, partner. Despite what may you believe, this Hydra is not too foreign in comparison with the other Hydra type. More than that, it's offspring of the Lerner Hydra. That is enough that we know. Much that I know. Regardless, it shares many similarities with the conventional Hydra, and of course, with its predecessor. Okay, then what do we do? First, snap. Ah! The beast started trying to attack me. It's snapping its head as if it's trying to eat me. Fast, too fast. This is way too fast for such a beast. Even the largest head is faster than it should be for its size. There's no way I could dodge all of the snap. Ah! Partner! One of the similar heads managed to catch one of my legs. I could feel the sharp teeth pierce me. It whips me around and then tosses me straight on the deck of the ship. Dun, dun, dun. Partner! Ah, my leg. It broke through my armor. Easily damaged my leg the moment I tried to touch it. Ah! Partner! It's business. My leg is sizzling, realizing it scream. Partner, a Hydra saliva is the most poisonous. It has venom that can damage many beings. You can't let it hit with your venom. You can't let it get you with that venom. Ah, my leg! It's melting! Ah, damn it! Partner, you have to use it. You cannot survive this battle if you do not use the Triana. Its speed for too much for you to handle in your current state. You cannot let it hit you either. Its venom, its draws can easily destroy your armor and cause immense damage. Ah, damn it. Damn it, it hurts. I want to cry so much it hurts. Partner, we don't have time. Focus on the battle. Focus. Ah, it hurts. Come on, Issei. You're a warrior, aren't you? If you don't want to die, then act like it. Welch Dragon Sonic Boost Night! I shouted in pain, and my armor began to shine brightly. The armor starts to decrease in size. Armor, release. Change Star Sonic. The armor changed form, leaving the slim aerodynamic version of the scale mail. The beast roared as they sensed me, and it roared. Ah! Off the ship, partner. We must fight in the sky above the sea. Jet. I launched myself away from the ship above the heads of the beast. My legs still hurt like shit, but I have to deal with the pain later. Right now is the monster. The beast started to attack me again, snapping its jaws for me and spewing venom from its mouth. Drake, give me a rundown. Right. Remember, partner, there are a few traits that the Hydra share. The ability to regenerate quickly, replacing their severed heads with double-headed heads. Poisonous, venom, many heads. The beast seems to share the traits of those beasts. Okay, so what's the best way of killing it? We cannot sever its heads. If we do, we'll have nothing to cauterize. It will wound aside from your flames. Those flames will not do well in the pouring rain. Lest you boost them and we can have a great amount, but your stamina will quickly drain. Not to mention, their long necks are too thick. Ascalon will slice all the way through without struggle. Plus, their blood is also poisonous. What the hell, man? Aren't we at a serious fucking disadvantage? Indeed. But that is where the challenge lies. I assume this is why Azazel would put you up against the beast rather than a traditional Hydra. This is much more a formidable foe. I don't care about that shit. This thing could kill me. It could have killed me. Partner, I have told you once more, and I will tell you again, enough foolishness. We do not have the luxury to complain. If this is truly a battle of your life at stake, then treat it as such. Listen to what I'm saying. Consider the possibility of victory through a strategy of your mind can muster. You may not be a tactical expert, but you cannot move forward as a warrior if you do not develop some skill in it. Do you not understand? Alright, what else? Keep telling me everything. Good. The beast is still such a Hydra in the end. That means our greatest asset is Ascalon. We must use it to our full advantage, rather than attempting to damaging the Hydra with alternate forms of Triana, which are too slow. We must use the Night form to strike using Ascalon while also avoiding attacks. What about its ability to regenerate? What do we do about that? Good. Now you are thinking. Fortunately, the only thing the Hydra cannot constantly regenerate from is the dragon slaying power. It's the same situation as Thrice or Phoenix. Okay, but how do I kill it? Isn't it immortal? No, not this one, partner. Hydra are not immortal if killed the right way. Remember the legend. We may not be able to decapitate and crastrize the Hydra, but that is fine. That strategy is not necessary for this Hydra. As long as we kill the Hydra without severing its head, what will that matter? Kill it without severing the heads? You means we can kill it that way? Yes. This Hydra in particular has the ability to regenerate itself, but not in the same way as a conventional Hydra, because this Hydra is naturally born with 3 heads. It can regenerate its heads when severed and increase the amount, but its regeneration to normal wounds does not function the same. Meaning? In other words, this Hydra is much larger and more durable than the classic Hydra, so this healing of internal wounds is dependent on their neighboring heads. Basically, in order for this Hydra to heal from any of its wounds like the ones you will make from Ascalon, it will need full support of another head to do it. The smaller heads. They are the ones that are heal each other. The largest head cannot heal the others, but the smaller ones can heal any of the heads. So you will need to kill both of the smaller heads before attempting to kill the largest one. Kill the small heads, and then the big one. Without severing the heads themselves? Exactly. But how can I use this little Ascalon to do that? I do not know. We must use it in any way we can. Oh gosh damn it. Wait a minute. The heads. If I can just jam into their skulls, then maybe it will do it. Be cautious, partner. Ascalon! Blade! I spawned Ascalon in my hand and the beast snarled me. Okay, here we goes. Head number 1. On the left, here I come. Shoom! I propelled myself into the head and left immediately began snapping at me. I boosted and circled around its body while dragging Ascalon along it and slicing it. Zing, zing, zing. Roar! It roared helplessly as I was too fast to catch. But the cuts aren't very deep. As Drake said, the bastards are durable. He hardly receiving any damage from this. And snap! Ooh, wah! The other heads are suddenly started snapping at me as well. They don't give me a proper chance to escape the attacking head I sliced. If it wasn't for the Welsh Dragon Knight, then I would have been screwed. I distanced myself from the heads and started floating above them. Damn, so their skin is just that thick, huh? So then I have no choice to drive through it, their skull. But if I get close at all, then the other heads snap at me. Think, I've got it. Boost times 5. Transfer. I transferred my power into Ascalon and boosted its aura. Let's hope this works. Zing. I chuckled Ascalon straight at the head. I had previously attacking with all my might. It's going fast. Please land in its head. Ascalon flew straight towards the head and chomp. The bastard ate it? The monster roared in pain after swallowing Ascalon. It swallowed it! The damn thing opened its mouth and swallowed the sword of its throat. No, wait. The aura is being released in its throat. Ascalon is stuck somewhere down in its throat. The monster roared in pain after swallowing Ascalon. It swallowed it? Partner, what do you suggest? Partner, we need Ascalon. We cannot leave with the beast. What do you suggest I do? Partner, I have an idea. Partner, the point of the training is to survive. Oh, I'll survive, hopefully. Jet, partner! I launch myself at the beast's head. It reaches out to me and chop, I entered its throat. Partner, I see Ascalon. I shoot myself in the jetpack down further with slimy throat of the beast. I can almost reach it. Partner, your armor! My armor is starting to melt and burn off from the venom. Come on, I can reach it. Shin! Got it. Ascalon shined brightly in my hand just as I pushed against the walls of the beast's throat and back at Ascalon. The back of my armor started to receive damage and I can feel my back burn. Partner, slice its throat open. I heard Drake's suggestion with no hesitation and boosted my power for the jackpot as I forcefully pierced Ascalon through the beast's throat. My whole body vibrates as a powerful roar that was meant to be released outside hits me, but I keep going. Rip through this bastard. Spill! A disgusted wet sound. I can finally let Ascalon pierce its way outside. Now, Jet! Scoom! I boosted myself upwards in the destruction while sliding Ascalon along the throat, effectively cutting the bastard beast open up from the bottom of its head. Spling! The beast roared as pain as it sliced open. I stuck my hands through the slice and began to tear myself out slowly. A disgusting noise sounded around me. I slowly pushed through the beast's thick layered skin as I would rebirth from it. I finally ripped through the body from the beast, and it screeched a new screech that would seem to be pure pain as it spewed poisonous blood. I kept my distance, but the pain in my body finally set in. My right arm, my back, damn it, they're in the same state as my leg. They're fucking melting. I will fix the armor, partner, Drake said. It hurts. It hurts. Concentrate. Come on. Adrenaline. Enough pain just to be numb. Come on. Okay. I'm okay. I can ignore. Look, the body of the beast that I killed is falling into the ocean. Snap. What? The other small head chomped into the neck of the beast and held onto it. It's holding on for the mouth for some reason. Partner, you have to kill that head. It's going to heal the other one you split. That's why. It's planning to heal the other head. But how the hell am I supposed to kill it? I can't even repeat the same strategy. I'm certain that this damage I've taken is permanent. Unless I heal by someone. Azia's power may be enough to Phoenix Tears. But even so, this pain, I don't want it. I can't even take the damage again. You have to use anything you can, partner. Use your environment. My environment? I frantically look around for anything I could possibly use. What can I use? Something that's better than Ascalon? There can't be anything like that around. The other head won't let me throw Ascalon, and I can't take the chance again anyway. Something that can pierce its head. The mast! Well done, partner. Yes, the mast. The mast with the overlook that I can pierce it with like a makeshift lance or spear. But how? Wait, chains. There's some chains sitting on the deck that I can use. I can use the head to put on the mast and pierce it with that. Creatively brutal. It will do. But I have to stop the head from healing otherwise. First, how do I stop it? Quickly. Use the divide to strike and steal the power from it, partner. But that will shave some of my lifespan. You needn't use much, just enough to hinder it. It's only attack that can land that will stop it, and its tracks without having to stay in near for long. We'll worry about your lifespan later. Shit. The lifespan that Konako tried hard to return. Jet. Psych. I propel myself towards the wind as trying to heal. The other slammed into its jaw. I immediately built the distance of the used power of the White Dragon Emperor. Divide! Times 3. Well, there goes a few decades. That life... The live head that dropped dead when it held its mouth and crashed into the sea. The live head roared at me. Good. It will attack you now. The chains. Right. I blasted the ship and grabbed the chain. Damn, it's been long and heavy chain. Good. It's long I can wrap it around without breaking it. The small chain is coming for an attack. It launched its mouth to bite down on me. I quickly threw the chain in its mouth, open jaws, and flew around its head. It chomped into the side of the ship and the chain in its mouth. Perfect. It removed itself from taking the chunk out of the ship. The chain is still yet to open jaws. Stuck in between its teeth, plus keep it down one. Zoom! I boosted around in circles around the head while wrapping it in chains more and more. Once it properly wrapped, I pulled both ends of the chain with my hands. I've got a good grip. It screeched while struggling against my grip. Damn, it's fucking heavy. I have to keep boosting. Come on, towards the mast. Boom. With the powerful blast of my jetpack, I was able to slam the head against the mast. Brick. I boosted my jetpack against the head and slammed into the side of the mast. It cracked under the pressure. I keep pulling, but with much resistance, how am I even supposed to pierce it properly? Vroom! Ah! I quickly evaded the giant main's head attack. It attacked, ended breaking up part of my mast after missing me. Huh? The mast was broken with what remained of a large wooden stake. From the broken structure, I don't know why, but I unconsciously laughed. You stupid fucking snake! Vroom! Vroom! I boosted with all of my power and pulled the head towards until it slammed straight through the stake. Its head was pierced with the broken mast. I used all my force to drag it down with the mast popped out of the skull of its beast. Ah! It struggled with the last of its strength as it stabbed straight through its brain. Its screeching and twitching stopped when it reached the bottom of the mast. Well done, partner. 2 down, 1 to go. The last main head roared at me greatly than I ever before. The wind of the screech of the rock behind the ship back, almost tripping it over, capsizing over the sheer pressure. Now, little Ascalon is all I've got. How the hell am I supposed to kill this thing? Just as I thought, something shot out of the sea and lodged itself inside the beast's head. Zing! Rah! What? Something landed on the right side of the beast's head. Something stuck there. What is... a trident? Partner, this is your chance. Use it. What? Just out of nowhere? There's no time. If it's there, we'll use it. Fucking hell. Chip. I blasted to the side of the beast's head and pulled the weapon out. It screeched at me in rage. This weapon, it's powerful. The type of weapon, it reminds me of a replica of Mjolnir I used back against Loki. It's even more powerful as a replica. It feels heavy and has a terrifying aura. Use it, partner. Right. I flew straight at the beast as it glared at me. It snapped out to chomp me, but I dodged it by a hairline. Its bottom jaw is right next to me. Raw! I pierced the jaw of the beast and it pushed against it, but it's pushing back against me. It's trying to give resistance. Keep pushing. I kept pushing with all my power until somehow I flipped backwards in the air from the physical backlash of the clash, and I heard a loud crack as I launched away. I quickly tried against myself in the mid-air while noticing the beast screeched in a different manner than before. When I looked, the lower jaw of the beast, I broke it. It's hanging loosely. It can't use its mouth anymore. Partner, this is it. Finish it with this final hit. Right. Boom. I launched myself high and the beast floated momentarily. Then I shot down, aiming right on top of its head. Boost times 4. I pierced through its head with full force, with my entire body leaving a hole in its brain, and my body splashed into the sea below it. Splash. I gasped its air as I lifted my head above water. The last head finally fell into the ocean and created a wave that almost drowned me. Splash. The waves died down. The beast floated a bit, but then it began sinking into the depths. It's dead? I killed it? He did it. Hoorah! I turned the ship and saw the crew cheering for me. What? Well done, partner. Well done. Truly magnificent. I did it. I did. I did it. Woo! I did it. I actually did it. Woo! My body is tired. Ring him in. The sailors were tossing me up some rope. I grab it as they drag me back onto the ship. The trident is gone. Where did that come from? Man, I can't wait to tell Ravel. Part 3. Hey, yo, Ravel. I ended up returning to the Gregor after my encounter to the rest, and hopefully healed, but somehow I ran into Ravel who was waiting in my room. Now I'm facing her tattered clothing, half-melted body, while lent shoulder by a fallen angel. She was standing there with a blank face that said she hasn't fully processed. Ravel, Issei-sama! She ran to me without hesitation. She was extremely concerned expression. Issei-sama, what's going on? What are these wounds? Your leg, your arm, what has happened? It's too difficult to explain. I rubbed the back of my neck as I struggled to stand on my own. The fallen angel left us alone, and Ravel helped us limp to the bed. Issei-sama, please, tell me what happened. Were you attacked? Well, yes, but I was kind of asking for it. What do you mean? Well, remember that thing about my training I told you about? You know, the one where I fought something stronger than me? I thought you were referring to training with Azazel or someone similar, but I didn't know you were going to train to this extent. What are these burns? She touched my melted parts and flinched. She held her hands over her mouth mouth that tears built up in her eyes. Whoa, wait, it's nothing serious, really. Well, that's something I can't really lie about, but it doesn't hurt anymore, you know? She shook her head vigorously. She reached one of her into her pockets and brought something out. A bottle? Phoenix tears. Here, Issei-sama, take this. Ah, Ravel, you're a lifesaver. Holy I thought I was going to be permanent. I took these tears and drank the bottle. It began healing my wounds fully. It tingles. Ah, my beautiful right arm, all back to normal. Ravel was looking at me and she wanted to cry. Sorry? For the first time ever, she shouted at me, "This is it? This is what you were planning? You were planning to do something this dangerous? I had brought the tears as personal gift to Issei-sama because I thought you would only need it once. Something like this? Something like this? I cannot support this. I cannot bear to see Issei-sama like this. It's too much." I see. So even Ravel can't support me on this, huh? I guess that makes sense. I don't blame her. I'm alone now. Issei-sama? I didn't lift my head to face her. Huh? It's alright, Ravel. Don't worry about it. It's normal for not wanting to support something like this. I won't hold it against you. You've already done so much for me. Thanks. I kind of feel like crying. No, I lifted my head a bit. I have already promised, Issei-sama. I promised I would support you no matter what happens, even if it hurts me, even if I'm the only one. I have promised you that I would stay by your side forever. That's why she lifted her head fully with a determination and tears built up in her eyes. That's why I will do it as many times as it takes, even if it hurts me. I will bring Issei-sama as many Phoenix tears as I can possibly produce. As many as he needs. Even if I can't, then I will learn the best healing magic there is, and I will heal Issei-sama's body myself. I will take care of him no matter what happens, just like I promised. So even if it hurts to see you like this, I will support you. That's why please don't come back like this. Issei-sama? Issei-sama? I held onto Ravel's body softly. I'm sorry, Ravel. I'm so sorry. What, Issei-sama? I'm sorry. I'll try my best. I'll try my best to take care of myself, so please forgive me. Issei-sama. By this time, Ravel would be acting too embarrassed to continue being like this, but then, slide, I felt her hands run up and hold onto my back. Yes, I will always support Issei-sama, just like I promised, even if it kills me, because I will be with Issei-sama forever. Forever? Yeah, you will. We held each other silently. Some time passed and we talked while we laid in bed together. We ended up falling asleep after some time. After a couple hours, Sensei ended up interrupting our sleep and poked fun at our position. I reported my victory to Sensei and he condemned me. I mentioned that he was the reason why I ended up like that I did, and for the first time ever, I witnessed Ravel try to burn someone alive with her Phoenix tears. With her Phoenix flames. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm glad she didn't end up getting mad at me when I came back beat up like that. I think I can deal with their sadness easier. And that's the end of chapter 4, Training. And that was a pretty decently long chapter. It was also kind of a banger. I like the build up. This story is once again a little different from the others. I think it's pretty cool that way. But I really do appreciate you guys for turning in. If you guys want to know when I upload or my upload schedule, remember to click the little blue button right next to the subscribe button, the first link in the premiere, the first link in the comments, or the first link in the description below. And remember to join your boys' Discord server to participate in some of my future videos that are coming up. Thank you so much for the support, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try to hit 100, 200 likes. And without further ado, Spartanic Arts DxD out.